everybody, welcome to my channel, Snow Canyon Stitcher. My name is Amy. If you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you. This is a channel about cross stitch. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me again. It's been a little over 3 weeks since I did my last video. I'm in my sewing room. I just can't seem to get very much light in my stitchy room. Plus, I just recently revamped it, went through everything, cleaned out some more stuff that I didn't need, that wasn't serving me in there, and so I got to get a new lamp for in there. But I'm in my sewing room, and I think this will work out pretty good. I just want, in this video, I just want to do an update, what I've been stitching on. I don't really have any plans, but I did bring I brought all my whips, and if there's time, I'm gonna go ahead and do a whip parade, even though it's stuff that I haven't stitched on in a while, and I've been carrying these whips for at least a couple years, but it's good to go through them, I guess, and see what's there, what needs to be done, and I don't stress over it. You know, I stitch on what I love, and I have touched quite a few of my current whips, quite a bit over the last few weeks, and so that's what I'm going to show. I may have to stop the video because I've got the stack of my other whips over there, and I may have to stop the video and readjust. So I have a little bit of haul and a couple of other projects that I'm working on. Nothing lengthy. I just wanted to share some sewing and stuff that I'm also been working on. And first though, I forgot to mention in my previous video that my husband and I celebrated our 30th anniversary in July. July 7th was our anniversary, and we went out to dinner, and I really wanted to go somewhere special, but I didn't plan ahead enough time, and you know, it was fine. We enjoyed just getting out and having dinner together, and but yeah, I forgot to mention that 30 years we've been together. So, and let's see. Yeah, all right, so I think that's about it. There's a couple of things that I've got notes here that I want to talk about, but that's in my one of my whips that I'm working on, which is no big deal. Just some things that I went through working on one or two of my whips. I do have a little bit of haul and a couple of new patterns. I think I got a new pattern in here. I did get a new pattern, and I'll have to go get that. So I'll definitely have to stop the video and go get that. I forgot to bring that down with me, but all right. So I don't know if I shared my my July book of days. I think I did in my previous video, maybe. I don't know. I don't have very many stickers, and honestly, I've kind of gotten behind on putting stickers in my, I have the bibliography book from Barnes & Nobles, and for August, this was my book of days for August. For August, I wanted to do some sunflowers and just stuff related to harvest, and there's really not that many stickers in there, and I've been looking for stickers, just like for July. I wanted to do more patriotic stickers, and I've been looking around, just haven't, Joann's and stuff. I just really haven't seen anything that appealed to me. So, but it's definitely something that I've in the back of my mind that I want to work on. So maybe my next Flosstube. Anyway, it's something I do enjoy doing the stickers, and so but I've got to where I want to do stickers that relate to, you know, what I've been doing during the month. So sunflowers would be great. I have seen some sunflower stuff, but I also know how to make stickers myself, and so finding the time to do it. I think I just have to make myself sit down and do it. But maybe next my Flosstube I'll have some more. All right, so I'll go ahead and get started on my whips. My current whips, what I worked on this past couple of weeks. And then we'll move into my older whips for the whip parade. So I shared this start in my previous Flosstube Turkey Day by Cottage Garden. And I did get a chance to work on it a little bit last night. It was kind of the last on the list that I got to. And I would have gotten more done on it. And I don't know what fabric this is. I know it's a Picture This Plus. It's got kind of, I don't know, yellow marbling. But I was able to do the tail, some of the tail. And I tell you, I had a little bit of a hard time with it because the symbol for this color right here, which, oh, is really cool. I've never stitched with this color. It's DMC. This, I think that's all DMC except for a couple of colors. Maple syrup. And these are Gentle Arts sampler threads and chamomile. The rest are DMC, but this one DMC is #1, and I don't think I've ever stitched with it. But it's not white. It looks gray, like a really, really light gray. But that's the colors that are here. So there's this light gray and then black. Well, the symbol on the chart for the gray is the black square. And I'm used to the black square being 310. So I had a hard time, and I struggled with it because my mind kept, every time I would look at the chart for the gray, I would think it was black, and so I would stitch it wrong. So I think I frogged this a couple of times just last night when I started working on the tail. So since my last Flosstube, I stitched this one and then this part of the tail. But I got to going really good at that point, and I got to the area of the chart where I wanted to stitch his legs, and I didn't have a color, which I don't know why I didn't have the color. So I had to go today and get DMC 779. So part of his feet are in that color. So I'm probably gonna work on him some more tonight. But it's actually turning out smaller than I was thinking it would be, which is fine. It's not going to be very big, like 5x7 maybe. I looked on here to see what the finished size would be. It's 100 by 130 stitches. Oh, here we go. Approximate 5 by 6.5 inches on 40 count. I'm almost sure this is 40 count. So it'll be about 5 by 7, yeah. Or it'll fit a 5 by 7 inch frame. But that's how far I got. But I love it. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's a very fun stitch. So that one was first. I'll just set those over here. The next one I got to work on was my Consider the Lilies, which I think I remember saying that I'm going to be diligent and work on that quite a bit the rest of this year. And I don't remember where I was last time. Honestly, don't remember what I've stitched because I really shouldn't wait that long, 3 weeks, because I forget what I've stitched on. But anyway, I know I did quite a bit, so this is how much I got stitched on there. And I'm working all over here on this side first. And did I stitch on any of this past? I don't know. Maybe I didn't. No, I think this is what I think that I did that in the previous. I don't even think I got to this. Let me see. I'll look at my book of days. I think I kept trying to get to it. Maybe I did. Oh my gosh. Half the time I don't even know what I've worked on, but I do write it down. So I did my floss tube on, when did I do my floss tube? I say I write it down, then I can't find it. Oh, I did my floss tube on the 29th. So it doesn't look like I worked on it, so how funny. All right, so I didn't work on it any, but that's where I'm at. And so I definitely will work on that some more. I would like to get the other side finished so I can move up, but I don't really have, I mean, I think I did all of that, this side between, and I think I did a 3-week floss tube last time, and I did all of that. So I should be able to get quite a bit done between now and my next floss tube. Because each side is like mirrored. I love that. I've actually been thinking about where I'm going to want to put it, hang it when I get it done. So I have a couple ideas. The thing is our house is so dusty. It's hard for me because I love it to be framed without the glass. But our house is so dusty. I just don't know. I struggle with it. The next one that I worked on, and I did get quite a bit of stitching done on this one, is my Anton by Hands Across the Sea. And I'm stitching this on, I think it's 40 count. Did I put the little tag on here? I think it's Cafe a lot. Yes, 40 count. And this is how far I got it. So I was able to stitch I stitched this tree and this crown. I stitched that little flower right there. And I did some flowers in the border. This took me a while. I don't know why I struggled with it so much, but I did. I worked on Anton like 4 days. But I just struggled with that little tree for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Worked on it 7 days. Let's see, today is Saturday the 19th. I forgot to mention that, by the way. Saturday 19th. Yeah, so, but I got it done. I got it completed. Look at the bird. He's striped. And then there's another little bird right there. And I don't know what this is. I have no idea what that is. I know this is like a leaf, but I don't know what that is on top of there. And there's another one down here somewhere. Where was it? I was like, what is that? So the only thing right here, the only thing I can think of is that maybe it's where'd it go? Right here, this. So I know that's a leaf. Is that just like a leaf that's like aged and getting ready to fall off? But what is this? What is this right here? If you know, let me know. Or if you have some idea, I can't even. But it's really pretty. So this one, and I'm stitching it with all the Veriswa, and it's kind of in a mess, but it's the silks. This one and Consider the Lilies is my two like focus pieces for the rest of the year until I get them done. I want to get them done. It's not about getting them done so I can start something new, because I'll start something. It doesn't matter. But after I've had a project for a while, I get that craving just to get it done. And so I push myself, and it doesn't stress me out or anything like that. I just tell myself, let's get it done. And so I just work on it. All right, so the other one that I worked on is Plant a Garden by Doreen Jones. And I know I have an image of it here somewhere. Here it is. I don't know about y'all, but I always take my patterns apart. Even my books when I'm stitching it. But this one's Plant a Garden by Doreen Jones Cross Stitch. And I started this like I think it was during COVID. I started it. And I just put it aside. And Laura over at I Stitch Birds, I saw her stitching on hers. Sorry, there's a thread there. Let me see if I can pull it through. She started stitching on it, and I was inspired to pick mine back up again. I actually was, I'd thrown it to the side. I wasn't going to finish it because there's so much back stitching. I'm not a back stitch person. I mean, I can do it okay, but I don't feel like I'm good at it. But I'm glad. I think I did quite a bit on this. I did all of this here. I did the letters. I think I did the back stitching in this. I did the little bee up top, which he's really cute. This little stinger. So yeah, I got quite a bit done on it. And so I will work on it till I get it done. Very fun, very fun. It's colorful, it's cheerful, makes you feel good inside. I am stitching that with DMC, and I think this is 16 count that I colored myself. So the flosses are in a mess. All the different pretty colors. I just need to go through and straighten it all out, but look at all the pretty colors. Yep, so I'm gonna work on that some more. I'm gonna start putting these back in the, I did iron them and then I just laid them on the outside of the bag, but now I can put it back in the bag. This is a really old project bag that I made. Some discount fabric. You can hear my dogs upstairs. Sorry about that. The next one I worked on is the Barbara Anna pattern that I'm stitching for my daughter, and I've got a string there. So I don't know why I do that. Oh, I can't get it pulled to the front. Nope. All right, so sorry, there's a thread hanging out of it. I just stopped in the middle of stitching, I think. And it's called Dreaming Frida. And I purchased this pattern when we went to Stitcher's Paradise in Vegas. And this is how far. See, there's that string. This is how far I got on it. And honestly, I feel like, so my daughter, she picked out a DMC because she wanted the hair color to be closer to hers. But I'm not sure that the word in her hair is going to show up. So that may be why I stopped. I may decide to go with a lighter color in there, which is totally doable. I need to ask her though if she likes it or if she wants me to go lighter with it. This is another one she wants me to stitch for, so I just keep it in the project bag. So I'll start on that once I get this one done, and it's just DMC. And I think this is an old piece of, it's not, I don't think it's Wren. It's Picture This Plus. It was just a piece that I had. It's upside down. It's just a piece I had. It's got the, it's kind of a, it's not a green marble. It's more of a tan. So Heartland, Oakland, something like that. And it's probably 40 count. It's either 36 or 40 count. And then these are the colors. All the pretty colors. I love those teals, the yellows and the reds. And then I need a bag for it. Pretty flower bag. Okay, the next one, this was a start. And this is a pattern that my husband picked out while we were at Stitcher's Paradise. He wants me to stitch for him. And it is Map of Hawthorne Hollow. It's so colorful and pretty. And this is how far I got on it. And I'm stitching this on 40 count Tombstone. And I believe it's by Picture This Plus. And I'm stitching it with the NPI. Some of them I put on little bobbins. Because I honestly didn't know how to, for the MPI you can't take the thread and pull it out the end like you do DMC. Or like you can do the Veriswa. So I just ended up taking, when I needed it, when I started to use it, I just took it off and put it on a floss card. Yeah, so that's how far I got on that one. That is a really fun stitch. Really fun. Enjoyed it. I'm gonna start Christmas at Hawthorne. So, but I still got to kit it up. So, and I made a bag for this one, and it's out of the same fabric as the other one, except I put. No matter how hard I try, my cat's fur gets on my bags. It drives me nuts. That's the whole reason. There we go. It's not super bad, but it's got owls on it. It's all the same green fabric as this one. I just changed it up. Okay, that's everything I worked on. So I'm gonna pause my video, and then I'm gonna go upstairs and get a pattern that I got that's gonna be part of haul, and then organize these whips, and we'll just go through them. All the other whips that I have going so far. So, all right, I'll be right back. So Max and them followed me downstairs. My dog Max, come here, Max. Come here. Come here. Let's see if I can. Come here, Molly. Say hey, Max. Say hey. Are you coming in, Molly? Come here, Molly. Come here, baby. Here, let me see if I can. Molly. 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 Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Sorry, I'm not very good with the camera. You guys, they don't stay in here very long. They like to follow me down, and then they go back upstairs. They don't like to hang out with me too much down here. So it's always a real treat. All right, I'm back. So I got the pattern that I kitted and that I'm gonna start. See you guys later. See you later. Are you going upstairs, Max? You're gonna stay with me? You're gonna stay with me? I don't have any snacks down here. I don't have any snacks. Alrighty. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get started. Showing this, so this will be my whip parade whips that I still have that I'm working on. And one is Lady Liberty by Frida Gervais. And turn it this way. And this looks like I'm stitching it on 40 count. This looks like sterling. I say sterling, but it could be, there's another one that has like a blue. I tried to get it done by the 4th of July, but I just didn't make it, so I just put it to the side. And I'm stitching this with the call for fabric. I'm sorry, the call for threads. There are Classic Colorworks and Weeks. I should put my glasses on. Pelican Gray, and then Classic Colorworks Blue Corn, and Freedom. It's really pretty blues. And then the red is Chili Pepper. So that's definitely one that I will work on beginning next year, probably around March. Something else that I just started doing, and it's just an idea, but I don't know, I shared my finish, that my Land That I Love. So I finished that pattern, but then I was like, even while I was stitching it, I was thinking that, you know, just one of these rows would make a pretty drum. And so I just started working on it a little bit to see how it would work out. So I'm just stitching this bottom row again. I don't know if it's going to be big enough for a drum, but the width of the pattern is, well, the finished size is 16 and a half by 16 5/8, so maybe it will be. Don't think I will do the border. I'm just gonna do, I may do like this border right here on the bottom, down here. But I don't know, it was just something that I was thinking about, and I was like, well, I won't know unless I give it a try, and so we'll see how that works out. So that is definitely something that I've got going. I'm kind of like, yeah, maybe I'll finish it, and maybe it won't work out, but it's still pretty. Even stitching it, I'm sure there's something I can do with it. It's so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna put those over here, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go close my door. Okay, I'm back. I stopped at Swig and got me a bubble tea, but I already ate all the pearls. It's a coconut. It was a probably Thai coconut with strawberry. No, I got I got a different pearl this time, not strawberry. But I can't remember the name. I can't remember the flavor. Very good. So the next one is by Barbara Anna Design, and I started this a couple years ago. And I think about it often. I just don't know why I can't get back to it, because I've almost got it finished. And it's called Stitchingly Ever After. And she's holding a little cross stitch. What do you call it? Hoop. And then there's like a little tomato up there. It's a very pretty pattern. And I've just about got to finish on here. I got this from creativepoppy.com. None of these are ironed. I didn't iron any of these, so that's how far. We'll just open it all the way up, and hopefully you can see it. And I'm gonna hang this one in my sewing room. I just love it. And I think I'm stitching this with DMC. Yeah, it's all DMC. Very pretty colors, cheerful colors. And I think I'm stitching this, it looks like an even weave. Oh, here's a ticket. I'm stitching on 32 count platinum, which I'm wondering if that's picture this plus. Sounds like it, but it's like art. It's got the little yellow thing down here, so. I really should just finish it. Just take the time, just get it out, take the time and finish it. And that's a project bag I made a couple years ago. I love the Hawaiian looking fabric. So this next one is Blooming Bouquets by, I think, Jeanette Douglas. This is number 2, Cheerful. And I love all of these bouquets. I think was it my son? We were looking at all the cross stitch that I have hanging in my stitchy room, and he was like, "Did you notice? But just about every one of them are bouquets of flowers." And I was like, "You know what? I never noticed, but you're right. Every one of them seemed to be a basket of flowers." Oh, I love flowers. Big time lover of flowers. I do cross stitch a lot of flowers. I'm stitching this on 36 count mellow by Picture This Plus, and I've got a thread hanging. And that tag. This is how far I've gotten. And I think I'm stitching this 1 over 2. And I'm stitching this with the called for, which is Gloriana, the Thread Gatherer. It's all silks. Thread Gatherer. Okay, here's the, oh, I bought the thread kit for it. So these are all the different threads that are in here. And I made a little tag for it. Just can't seem to get to it for some reason. Definitely love this pattern. I love the colors. Cheerful. That's so funny. She knows all of the cross stitch are baskets of flowers. So there's the Fractor Flower, Newcastle Bouquet. They're all flowers in baskets. All right, so the next one is by Miss Flossie. It's a reproduction sampler, Madeleine Blessed. And this was a PDF download from her Etsy shop. It's probably still available, I'm not sure. I'm sure it is. I'm not sure, but I'm almost sure. I know it's still available. And I am stitching this on, let me run this over it right quick. No. I forget what I'm stitching this on. Oh, I've got the receipt. It's fabric I got from 123 Stitch. This is Magical Gray 36 count, and I love this linen. There's a thread hanging. That's all it, kind of a puny start, but it's really pretty. I picked out the colors based on the picture. And so I'm using 2222. This is Versois 1823, 4244. 1022 and 3021. I made a bag for it. I love this. I want to get it done. I think I have a frame that it's like a pretty antique frame. It's a bag I made for it. really should get to that because that's a quick stitch. I think, what is the needlework expo or something that comes up, Nashville Market, came out about the time that I was working on that. Yeah, rabbit hole. All right, so the next one, and I do that. I will just randomly just start buying patterns and stitching on them, and then they become my new whips. The next one is Sarah Jackson by the Scarlet House. I really love this sampler. I think it's so pretty. And it looks like I'm stitching this on, it's a Picture This Plus fabric. And this is how far I got on it. It's really wrinkly. I should iron it before I take it back upstairs. We got the border done on it. And I think this one is, yeah, I'm doing a call for fossils. I don't know why I have them in this bag. Oh, thank goodness. Air conditioner just kicked off. So I'm down in the basement. These are all the colors, the classic Colorworks. And this is a quick stitch too. I don't know why I don't just get it done. Oh, look at this in my way. Scoot that over a little bit. And this is, it just looks like I didn't make a bag for it. This is a bag I had on hand and I just used it. It's got succulents. That I made. All right, the next one, I started this one last year, Prairie Schooler, book number 73, Christmas Samplers 2. And I am stitching this one, which is so funny because I've been looking for a Christmas pattern to stitch on, and I should just do another one in this one. I love the deer and the Santa. I love this one. I'd like to stitch them all. And I just about got to finish. That's how far I got. Super pretty, I love it. And I'm just stitching this on like an 18 count that I colored myself. And I don't have all the flosses in here. I don't know where the flosses went, which is fine because I'm just about done with it. The only colors I have here with it, which I used to do that. I used to still floss out of one project and put it on another. These are the only two. I think I decided to change the green, this color green, because I think it's a gray in the pattern, or like a tan. It is, it's like a tan color. And I decided to change it to this light green. I think it's okay. And that's, I don't know what color it is, but that's what I have left. And so I will probably start working on that and get it done closer towards the cooler season. It starts getting cooler, which it has. We've had like 83 degrees. And this is just a bag I made. Christmas fabric. Oh, this is, put this back in here. Sorry about the zipper. I forget. I won't zip it up. I didn't unzip these, so I'll try to do it quietly. This I know by Plum Street Samplers. So my recent whip, I didn't work on it this last few weeks, so that's why it's in my whip pile. And this is how far I've gotten on it. I still need to finish that little bit of grass, and then I can move up and finish the trees and stuff. And I think I remember I calculated being about 56% of the way done with it. And I think I'm doing this with the call for, which is Classic Colorworks. There's a few colors of Classic, like Eve's Leaves, which is really pretty. Eggshell, Trail Dust, Prairie Grass. I said that one, Prairie Grass, and Pea Pod. And then the rest of these, Charcoal Weeks Dye Works. And the rest are DMC. And then I have a couple of DMC that I haven't put on the thread drop. I haven't used them yet, so. And that was like a spring. Excuse me. I made a bag for it. Allergies this week. Giving me a hard time. This is one that I've had a while, and I shared this in my last wood parade, and I've not done anything on it since then. But I have a feeling that I will be working on it in the near future. Song of the Witches by Vintage Needle Arts. This was a PDF download. I'm not sure if it's still available. They're on Etsy. And I'm just stitching this on, looks like, I'm not sure. Is this a Zweigart? I don't think it's a Zweigart. It's a model. It's something that I purchased. I don't think I colored it myself. And that's how far I've got. And I'm stitching it with DMC number 154. It's like a purple, deep, like a mulberry color. Very pretty. And I just have this in this black project bag that I made. Some of these project bags were bags that I had left in my shop when I stopped making project bags. Some of them are new that I made specifically for these patterns. The next one is Love Abide by La Di Da. And I've had this one for a while, at least a year. And I remember I was making such good progress, and then I probably Nashville Needlework Market or Nashville Market. That's where I started. That's not part of it. This is how far I've gotten. Oh, I think I started it and I had to do a different angle on the fabric so I'd have it enough. I don't really have that far to go. The houses down below, and maybe there's still quite a bit left to do. Some time. I still need to put some time into it. And I'm doing the called for. There's Weeks Dye Works and DMC. And I may be doing it on a called for. Let's see, it calls for, oh, I'd have to take it out of the bag. It looks like an mocha. Calls for Vintage Lentil by Lakeside Linen, so it's not the called for. I don't think have I ever stitched on Lakeside? I don't think I've ever stitched on Lakeside Linen or R&R. I would love to. See what it's like. And then this is another project bag that I made. This is the Blackbird fabric. I keep knocking that over. Just a light. I should put it over here somewhere. Put it down here. And then there's my Mirabilia. I didn't work on her at all this past few weeks. Just couldn't get to her. I'm at a point where I'm having to do a lot of beading, and honestly, I think I got tired of working on it. be honest. She's so pretty though. She's called the Cathedral Woods Goddess. And I started her a couple of years ago. I actually started her like 3 times because of the fabric. And I finally got a fabric that I colored myself and I was happy with. So, who was I listening to? I think it was Laura, I Stitch Birds. She was talking about somebody's Flosstube that she watches that was doing 100 stitches, is it a day? And that was working out, and I thought that might be something I need to do. But would that be like 100 beads a day? I don't know. There's a lot of beading, a lot of crying. But I'll get inspired again. It doesn't take long. I'll get inspired and I'll work on her some more. But it's mostly DMC called for in the beads. I have all the beads and the charms and stuff, which she has a lot. So probably wasn't a good idea for me to pick that as my first memorabilia because of all the, and I think that's everything, guys. That's all my whips. So not too bad. Most of them, I think the problem is I just need to make an effort to work on them. Just take them out and work on them. Even if it is just, 100 stitches a week, would be progress, right? So, okay, I guess the next thing I will do is haul just some things that I've picked up that I'll share, a couple patterns and my address. Show my address, so I'll have to edit that out. But I just got a package today from 123 Stitch. For some reason, this package went all the way to Ohio. I don't know why the post office sent it all the way to Ohio. I was watching the tracking, and then they shipped it back to me because it never goes to Ohio. Why would it go to Ohio? But I have a few things in here, and then one of the new patterns that I got from Etsy, and what shop did I think this was Jen Stitching Niche, or so yeah, Jen Stitching Niche, and it is Fragments in Time 2023 Berlin Woolwork, Summer House Stitch Works. And I got this one. There's several that I want to do. I've seen somebody on Instagram stitching these up, and they're so cute. I still need to order, it calls for Classic Colorworks and the trim from Thundercloud by Lady Dot Creates, so I still need to order that. I think I have the calls for .32 count Country FT Golden Needle, Witchel. I'm not sure, but I'm almost sure I have some fabric that I can use. It's 40 count, is it called? No, 32 count. I have 32 count. So that will be fun, and I may just randomly start that. So I found a Christmas pattern that I think I want to stitch, and I forget who was stitching this. I was inspired by someone on Flosstube, and this is the Rocking Horse Holiday by Karina Hiddle of Artful Offerings. And I think I ordered this one from 123 Stitch. And I chose, it calls for ale, and I chose ale. I picture this plus. So. And then all the call for, which I don't have them on the ring. I should have put them on a ring. It's easier to show all the different colors when they're on a ring. Classic Colorworks. I thought I saw Wheat Dye Works in there. Oh well. Okay. DMC, DMC, DMC. Oh, okay. Rhubarb, baby spinach, parchment, onyx, and tarnished gold. And I think those are all Gentle Art. Simply Gentle Art. Gentle Art. Gentle Art. Gentle Art. Gentle Art. Don't you just love it on 1, 2, 3 stitch? You can select all, and it, yeah, that's why I don't know what's going on right now, because I just select all the threads in the thing, and it's gonna be pretty. Which I didn't realize L was so dark. This I think I bought L before, was a lot lighter, and this is not really showing how dark it is. But I love this. I love this color. So that will be a start very soon. I know it's holiday stitching, but I want to stitch on that fabric. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to open this and then get this stuff out, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I didn't have any more patterns in here. I forgot another pattern. It's upstairs that I bought from Etsy, and I got that one yesterday in the mail. But what I did get from 1, 2, 3 Stitch is some stretcher bars. I've never used these, but you know what? I don't think this is enough. I think I'm supposed to order two packages, 1 pair. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to order it. I've never used these before, but just know, yeah, it doesn't make a complete square unless you buy a 2-pack. So I'm planning on, I think you can use these for when you're doing hardanger or when you're doing punch needle. So I thought it'd be good to have them anyway. I ordered a roll of 103, the color, sorry, where is the number on here? 1003, that's the kind of thread, cream. So it doesn't have a number, it's just cream. And the reason I ordered this is because this is what I am quilting my husband's quilt with. Hand quilting it. So I got some more of that. It's amazing how far that thread goes. So a lot of these flosses, I did get some floss for patterns that I needed them for whatever reason. I didn't have these colors, so I purchased them. And now I don't know what patterns it is, so anyway, these are really pretty. Yeah, I'll have to go through and figure out what pattern it is. It's one of the ones that I've worked on this past week. Maybe. I don't know. But they're so pretty. And then I have a couple of, those are classic Colorworks, and I think this is Gentle Arts. So these two are Gentle Art. Mountain Mist, which is so pretty. And then this one's Fragrant Cloves. And then the rest of these are classic Colorworks. Avocado. Fallen Leaves. Such a pretty variegation. Pumpkin Patch. Nutmeg. This is why I love to hit that select all button, because I'll purchase fabrics to put in something, and I mean floss, and then I don't remember what I'm purchasing it for, but I got Weeks Dye Works Caper, and Sage. But if I can remember it, I'll let you know in my next floss tube what I put, and these are DMC, what I purchased these for. It's got to be a pattern that for whatever reason didn't have all the flosses. That's another thing I do is when I'm on 1, 2, 3 stitch and I select all. Sometimes when you get over to your cart, well, if the threads aren't, if they don't have them in stock, they'll let you know. And then, so you just delete them, or whenever you need to, you can do a reminder and they'll let you know when they come in, and then you can order them. But that's probably what happened, is I was purchasing a pattern. They didn't have all the flosses in stock, and so I purchased what they did have, and that's probably why I don't have the flosses. And I went back and ordered them. So I think that's all the haul that I have to share. The main thing is I wanted to share that new pattern, that Christmas pattern. Something else that I've been working on the past few weeks is my oldest daughter was vacationing in Norway, and they were staying at Airbnb. And I have a photo of, so there was a crochet blanket. She likes crochet. I've made her quilts, and she's told me she likes crochet things. And there was a granny square crochet blanket there, and she fell in love with it. And so much so, she was sharing it. I mean, she's in Norway, all the beautiful scenery and everything, and she's sharing a crochet blanket on her Instagram. But I was like, well, I can make you one similar to it if you'd like. And she said she would love it. So I just went and purchased some floss. I went and purchased some different colored yarn, and I've just been making squares. So there's one, there's another one, here's one. So I have quite a few. There's another one. And I'll share the photo of the one that she fell in love with, but I'm sure I'm not getting the colors the same. There's one. They're just like random. I started out just doing random ones, and then I was like, well, I should do, because it's going to take 120 squares to make the size like she had. And I was like, I should just make like 5 the same. So that's what I started doing. But at first I was just doing random ones, which was taking forever. But when I started doing the 5 the same, then it started going a lot faster. And I think I have 25 done so far. I really didn't work on it at all this past week. But I did store them in right away and started working on it. So I'm excited to get that done for her. And then the other thing that I've been working on is my husband's quilt. And the first row, when I first started on, the first row took me about a week to hand stitch it. I went through finding a thimble that would work for me. I think I bought like 10 or 15 thimbles, and I finally ended up the leather thimble working great. And it took me about a week to do 1 row in the quilt. And then when I started working on it and realized that the leather thimble worked real good, then I got a row done in 24 to 36 hours. So that's a huge improvement. However, this past week, I have not worked on it at all, but I have been busy doing things. My daughter's starting back, school starts on Monday. So I've been helping her get ready for that. Just different things. But I plan on getting back to work on it soon, because I have another quilt that I want to make, and I want to hand quilt it. So I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I'm so thankful that I got over my fear of, doing it and gave it a whirl, because I absolutely love it. It's fun. I'm enjoying it tremendously. But I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you guys are enjoying the hopefully you're getting some cooler weather. It's been really hot here. I think it's been hot everywhere for everybody. So I hope whatever weather you're having, that it's weather that you enjoy. And I love the cooler weather. I am so looking forward to the cooler weather. Although I do like it when it warms up in the spring, but I love spring. It's not so much that it's getting warmer, it's that the plants love it, right? Yeah, so I just want to say how much I appreciate each and every one of you and your comments. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and just leaving me a comment, inspiring me, encouraging me. It's wonderful. I love doing Flosstube, sharing it. It's good for me. I enjoy it. It edifies me to be able to share what I'm working on, and helps keep me organized. And there are times where I'm just like, you know, I get discouraged. And so when I watch Flosstube and when I share what I'm stitching on, I get inspired again. So thank you. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And I guess I would love to be able to do one each week. I was thinking about it the other day. I would have to get over the idea that I don't have a lot of stitching done and just do one each week. I used to do one each week, so maybe I will try that. So maybe I'll be back in a week. But I hope you guys enjoy your stitching time. I hope you get some good stitching time coming up, and I will talk to you, or I will see you in my next video. You guys stay sweet and enjoy your stitching. Alrighty, see ya.